Quick. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now live here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel, as well over on Twitch. I think also over on X. What's going on, everyone? Happy Wednesday to you all. Hope you all having a good day. This is another live edition of Let's Talk NXT. It is Wednesday, October 25th, 2023. This is the night one recap for Halloween Havoc. What is going on, everyone? If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media, wherever it is that you share videos. I am Steve, and this is the Pride of Detroit, the one, the only Big Mike. What's going on, bro?
Nothing much, man. Just you got me here doing this NXT thing, so let's do it.
Yeah, you know what it is, bro. We got to get it done, bro. It just got to get done. You know,
I don't think so, but nonetheless,
well, well, again, I don't want to, keep on saying we go live almost every week and then we don't, you know what I mean? Almost every day, then we don't, you know what I mean? Could there be that one a-hole out there? Oh yeah, but you guys said you gotta go live every day. What the hell was going on? So there you go.
I haven't seen that person yet, so
yeah, I just get those thoughts in the head at times, but I
who
hope
you, Randy
again.
Orton? Come on, man. You don't.
Hey,
If you got
hey, man.
voices in your head, I think you need to go to the hospital or something.
Hey, listen, I heard he's on his way back. I heard he's on his way. I heard he's but we shall see. We shall see. Before you go any forward with the show, I want to take this time to wish a happy birthday to the one, the only Walter. It's his birthday today. Hopefully having a good. Hopefully today's a good one, Walter. You're enjoying yourself.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you're at some bar right now having a good time. Let's hope so. If you
And
guys,
if not today, do it the weekend. It'll be so much sweeter.
exactly, and thankfully, there's like no wrestling event happening this weekend, right? And not that it matters, but anywho, this was night one of Halloween Havoc. I thought the show was high. I mean, granted, listen, I think the big takeaway was what happened at the end. That's what I thought was the big takeaway from the
Very
show.
questionable. It's a couple questionable things they did on this show that I didn't like, but nonetheless, from a wrestling standpoint, it was okay.
Yeah, I mean, fair. So let us know in the chat, guy, your thoughts on the show. What did you like? What did you not like on the show? We have Anthony in the chat. What's going on, Anthony? Hope everything's good with you, my friend. So let's get into this. All right, but before, also the rating came in as well. I believe they did 789,000, if I'm not mistaken. Here, I just want to double check here. If that's okay. The rating came in for 787,000, almost the same number like last week. Keep that
Right,
in
that's
mind.
what I thought. I thought that was the same number, but it was a couple thousand short.
But where are they like 7? Well, 7,000, 9,000 with change, or 7,900.
No, I thought it was like
100.
789 or something like that.
To be fair, I mean, listen, they're staying in that 700 range. Like they know their place, and that's fine. That's totally fine. But let us know in the chat your thoughts on NXT and all that stuff. So the show kicked off with the Devil's Playground match between Roxanne Perez and Kiana James.
Oh, we're not going to talk about who was the host?
Well, yeah, I mean, okay, fine. There we go. We had two hosts for this episode. I was SmackDown's own Shotzi and Scarlett Bordeaux, and they came out throughout the show in multiple costumes. Mike, what were your thoughts on the costume selection of both Shotzi and Scarlett Bordeaux? Shotzi being Pinhead for a moment there.
Yeah, Pinhead from Hellraiser. And then later she came out as Edward Scissorhands, which was pretty cool.
Indeed. Absolutely. I thought that was cool. Again, to keep this with the theme of Halloween, I thought it was cool. All right. We did kick off the show with the Devil's Playground match between Kiana James and Roxanne Perez. They've had some back and forth, exchanges throughout the last couple of weeks on television. So now here they are. They're finally had their match, and I thought overall this was a fun opener. They were creative with it. There was a slide, like a children's like slide set that you would see like in your siblings' like front yard or in their backyard, what have you. Kiana James was developing a small hematoma on the top on her forehead there. I don't know if you caught that throughout the contest of the match.
No, I didn't notice that. I mean, no disrespect, because she got a pretty big forehead anyway. So really didn't notice that. But yeah, I mean, creative what they did with the match style. Roxanne Perez coming out as Freddie from A Nightmare on Elm Street. I mean, she can pop into my dreams anytime. I don't care.
I mean, she looked. I mean, she
She
looked
looked
nice.
pretty cool. She
She
looked
looked
pretty
pretty
cool
cool.
as Freddy
Yes,
Krueger. Nice
she did.
little
Homage,
thing.
right? A little
Yeah.
homage there to Freddy Krueger. Yeah, I thought that was pretty nice as well. Um, but yeah, Roxanne did get the win. Um, would this put her in title contention? I don't think so. I don't think it does per se. Mike, what says you, man? Does this put her? Do you feel like in title contention now?
I mean, she's always been in title contention. Um, but I think it'll be an easy dub if they don't want to, if they want to give it back to her now. But we'll get to that later.
We will. We will. Um, after this, we got a interview between it was like an interview backstage. It was probably pre-recorded early in the day. It was Vic Joseph and Carmelo Hayes on
Hmm.
what happened with Trick Williams. And people, as you remember, Mike, last week on NXT, during it was supposed to be a fatal four-way, right? With Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, I believe also, if I'm not mistaken, was it Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin? I think it was in that match. I could be
Hmm.
wrong. I could be wrong on that. I just literally guessed it literally off the rip here. But the point was though, before the match, Trick Williams got taken out. And
Hmm.
people are wondering who was the one, who is responsible for this, right? So whoever it was, they got to pay. They have to pay for what they did, right? And many people, excluding Vic Joseph in the interview, suggesting that, hey, Carmelo Hayes has something to do with it. Being that Melo did say, he will do whatever it takes to get the job done, right? As you guys remember, next week on night number 2, it's going to be Carmelo Hayes versus Ilya Dragunov 3 to determine, it's for the title, obviously, right? But it's like Melo having this big match coming up, that all this is happening, right? People are accusing him of being the reason, right? Like, oh, it was you this whole time, right? I have a theory. Like, I don't think it was Melo.
Who do you think?
Now, Mike, if you remember, I posted in our group chat. I don't know if you caught this or not, but
Probably not.
who was the one person that was upset more than Melo about opportunities on NXT?
Wesley.
Exactly. If you recall, the last time we saw Wesley, he was in the locker. Remember that episode of NXT where Trick and
Oh yeah,
Mel
he was behind them, and
behind them in
yeah,
the
and they
locker
were
room?
just talking like he wasn't there. Like they looked at him, but they was like, "Yeah, you're not here, really."
Yeah, you're not here right now, bro. And the last time we saw, Wesley, he was in the mud.
Yeah,
Literally in the mud, leaving the venue. People were speculating, oh, is he on his way to the main roster, going to SmackDown, right? Or maybe it was him trying to take out Trick Williams
that's a good theory.
out of
I mean,
anger.
possibly, but I think I think it could possibly be a mix. Maybe Wesley and Carmelo Hayes join forces.
You think so?
It could be that. It could be like a little thing going on there because obviously Melo doesn't like all the attention that's being on Trick Williams right now. No matter how much you could tell in his body language how he's talking about it. Even when he won the North American Championship, you can tell like, oh, you know how you try to avoid somebody and then you catch them out of the eye and they're looking at you, so you have to acknowledge them. That's how I felt watching that.
Yeah, I kind of felt the same. Okay, throughout the night, people were like hinting at this too.
Yeah,
So that's what happened here. That is what went on throughout the night. But also, we got backstage a little spin the wheel involving the Creed brothers. They will be facing the Lotharios in a TLS match, tables, ladders, and scream, which is basically their take on
scares.
scares. I'm sorry, scares, screams. I'm thinking Halloween. I'm sorry. Even though a lot of people are thinking about the candy as we speak and all that stuff, but it is what it is. That should be fun, I think, right? That should be fun. Them being creative with it, see how they manage to pull this off next week. After this, Mike, we got the debut, the in-ring debut, the in my bad. Before this, we got the metaphor backstage, and
That was
uh,
a stupid segment. I
yeah,
didn't
yeah,
like that.
yeah, I know. And they were on a Ouija board. They were like, I guess, trying to speak to the other world. And next thing you know, Tasawa, who's been on a roll as of late, right? He's doing his little
His workout little dance. So,
yeah, his workout. You seen the mashup that they did is they had like the swerve song as he's doing it. It's very hilarious, but that's beside
yeah,
the point. That's no here or there. Um, but he basically kidnapped the Heritage Cup, hopefully for good. Hopefully, because Mike, my stance already on the
you know
Heritage
my
Cup.
stance too. I don't
I don't fuck
care
with it.
about that.
I don't fuck with it. But nevertheless, we did get the in-ring debut, Mike, of Lexus King, the former Brian Pillman Jr. versus Dante Chen. And you gotta have him beat someone easy. Let it be Dante Chen. He'll take some good bumps for you. Make your shit look like $1,000,000. Not saying he's the best bump taker in the biz, but it'll do. It will just do. I love his entrance, by the way, of Lexus King. Came out in a throne, right? Came out in the throne, sliding in. Like I just loved it, bro. The presentation looks amazing. He looked, and again, I don't want this to come off like, oh my god, there you guys go again, taking aim, taking fun of AEW, because it's not. But basically, the Fed, they took the scraps that AEW had with him, right? And they plucked away. And
Mm-hmm.
this is the final presentation. It's like I said years ago, bro. Back when we had the Wednesday Night War, bro. Remember what I said, bro, years ago? When the Wednesday Night War happened, right?
What'd you say?
AEW it's like a college term paper. It's like a term paper you got to hand in. AEW is the rough draft. I'm not saying a rough draft is bad. I'm not saying, you know what I mean? But 9 times out of 10 on a rough draft, the professor will leave marks on the paper. What you
Mm-hmm.
should work on, what you should correct, what have you. And 9 times out of 10, you'll be lucky sometimes on some rough drafts. There'll be no problem. Oh, this is good. No problem. But most times you don't have it that way.
Right.
NXT is the final presentation. NXT, everything is just fucking polished.
Right.
You know what I mean? In here, he looked like $1,000,000, bro.
Now I've seen people on social media say that,
The the
oh,
sad the sad ones or the The Nancy's. Who we talking about here?
I get. I don't know how to
The,
differentiate that. Sad
the,
ones are the Nancy's. That sound the same to me. But
you know what I mean?
just the people just hating for no reason. It's like, oh, this guy has no aura. You can even tell. And now it's confirmed that he has no aura. Huh? Like no cool aura. He looks corny.
I mean, do you want? I mean, were y'all saying he was corny walking out to the ring in a Leatherman's jacket, being accompanied
Yeah,
as a varsity blonde? Was he not corny then?
yeah. I mean, you can't please nobody. You're gonna have those fans that love it and hate it and
No
crap
matter
on
what.
it, love the crap on it,
No matter what. I know.
no matter what. So it's just like whatever.
It happens. It happens. It happens. You know what I mean? But yeah, just the reality is, bro, people just sometimes just want to be miserable for the sake of being miserable, and that's just the reality of it. But I thought again, he looked good here. Dante Chen had some offense here too, but eventually Lex is king. Let me correct
I
myself.
mean, if it's not beaten into your head that his name is Lexus King after listening to the commentary on his match, then I don't know what will.
I don't know. Listen, I
They
just
said
can't.
his name like 45 times
Listen,
in the
I just
first
can't help.
20 seconds.
Again, I just can't help it because based on when I see him, who do I see? You know what I mean?
You see his dad.
I
Yeah, I
see his
know. I
dad.
mean, he
Yeah,
comes from his ball sack, so it is what it is.
I know. Probably a Bengals fan too, for all we know, right? Probably a diehard
Oh,
Bengals fan too.
probably
I mean,
so. I don't know that in his personal life.
yeah. So he has this crazy finisher, dude. No, not that crazy, but it's like imagine, when Orton does like the DDT to the middle rope.
Yeah,
Imagine that, but he has your hands like folded up, and
yeah, it's like
then
a
does
straight jacket.
like a swing, a neck breaker. Which I mean, I'll be honest, the finisher could use some work. I will say
I
that.
think he needs to scrap it. I don't like it.
I don't like it's like, bro, there's so much shit you got to do. It's
Yeah,
so
it's like you
much.
gotta. It's cool for a setup to a finisher.
Yes,
That looks like a setup finisher, a signature.
I think they need to work
If you
on
play video games,
a finishing move for him.
yeah, they need to work on a finishing move. But
If you want it to be like a neck breaker sort of thing, I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Um, but again, I just love the presentation. He looks like
yeah,
$1,000,000. Lex is king. I hate that I'm being repetitive with it, but I am. Um, and again, we're not trying to throw shade at no promotion here, but he looks. I don't want
he looks better.
the presentation looks better here than he was as a varsity blonde.
He
You know what
looks
I mean?
better. I mean, once they lost Julia Hart,
Well,
that team was doomed.
yeah. It's crazy too, bro. There were moments on the independent scene. He was teaming up with Brock Anderson. Because you got to remember, Pillman was a horseman.
Yeah.
So they went into that too, like, okay, let's and again, obviously Pillman Jr. looked like his dad.
And Brock looks like his dad too.
So it's like there was that whole horseman vibe there. But nevertheless, I look forward to seeing more of Lexus King down the road. Put it this way. For the next couple of weeks, he's gonna be probably beating up some tomato cans on the roster.
Yeah.
I do think though his first program, once we get there, that is right. I would say, who could be like an easy win, like on the Raw?
Most likely he's gonna run into Baron Corbin.
You think so?
This seems like this is why Baron Corbin's down there. He's gonna beat up some tomato cans, and then we're gonna get that promo. Hey, I don't like you. Basically, from Baron Corbin. You think you could come in here because of your dad and blah 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 blah. It basically contradicts his whole gimmick, just to show that he's his own man.
But
that's what's coming.
Are you liking the idea of him being a heel though, or would you rather him?
Yeah,
I don't mind it either. People, my coworkers like, oh, I wish he was the money with him as a baby face. I mean,
No, it's not. We've seen him as a baby face.
we have, and it went nowhere. It went nowhere, buddy.
Yeah,
That's why I was like, bro, I don't know what you're smoking. Let me have some of this, but no, it's not happening. Moving on here, Mike. I know we kind of stay on this for long, and I know we're short on time right now. We had Chase University backstage, and it was basically Andre Chase and Duke Hudson. They spoke with JC Jane and Thea Hale, stating that they were happy to have them at ringside for their tag team title match later on in the night. We got the first semifinal match of the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament. We had obviously here, Mike. We can all agree here. We can agree here, right? These were the runner-ups, right? The runner-ups here. I mean, shit. I don't know who we lying to here. Like they're gonna win. Like they're gonna win this. Come on.
Ooh, I mean, what's wrong with Kaylani Jordan?
Come on. She's not gonna. We'll get.
They're
there.
high on her. They're high on her. I think we might get a little surprised here.
I know. Work with me.
Because yeah, fine. It's all fine and dandy. You know, Lola Vice is hot. She's upcoming. She's getting this stuff going. You know, she's improving week by week. You know, like Chase said, she's an MMA fighter and she's fiery, so she's gonna learn pretty quickly. She's pretty disciplined. She has a black belt and whatever she practiced, I forget. But nonetheless, from an athletic standpoint, they're both athletic, but from a super athletic standpoint, I think they're more high on Kehlani Jordan than Lola Vice.
Well, we'll get
because Lola Vice is going to keep the thing. Lola Vice is the gift that keeps on giving. She doesn't need this.
I know. We'll get there.
She doesn't need this.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Mike, Mike should work with me, Mike. Gosh darn it. Anyway, yes, we had Kehlani Jordan versus God damn it. Ariana Grace, the daughter of Santino Marella.
That's his daughter?
That's his daughter, yeah. That's Santino Marella. Out of here. That's Santino's daughter, bro.
Fuck out of here.
I'm not fucking with you.
Fuck out of here, bro.
Look it up.
Fuck out of here. No wonder she looks sort of familiar to me. Huh?
Bro, they were hyping that up in the beginning, like when she debuted. I know she had like an injury or something. She's also like an MMA fighter. She's the daughter of Santino.
He's not even 50, and that's his daughter?
Yeah, bro. Wait, how old is Santino Marella? Let me see.
He's 49.
Almost.
That's his daughter?
Yeah, bro. That's Santino Morella's. That's her niece, bro.
Shut up. She's freaking smoking, dude.
Yeah, bro. Ask Two Dimes about that. Ask
that's who she's with.
Ask Stacks. Ask Stacks about her. Yeah.
Yeah, that's who Stacks with. Okay.
Winning in life, brother. Winning in life. Anyway, I thought this match was okay. Nothing to go crazy about here. Obviously, Kehlani Jordan did pick up the W. The match went about literally over 7 minutes. Mike, your thoughts on the match, bro?
The match was cool. She has something a little bit there.
I can see that she does have something as you're observing. Yeah, she does have something there.
She has shut up. She has something there. Kehlani Jordan's always impressed me. You know, she's been since Romeo said from a while ago, he put us up on game. He was like, this girl here is gonna be the next.
She has something.
Yeah, she has something there. So
she does. From there, Mike, we had obviously let me see here.
She's 29.
Yeah, dude. And by the way, Kehlani Jordan wrestled and inspired wrestled with the gear inspired by Spider-Gwen. She won the match by hitting the split-legged moonsault, basically. So after we saw our boy Von Wagner, hey, Dijak, take those sunglasses off. We're inside. He was training on his way to recovery. And then he was met by Mr. Stone. And Wagner told Stone that he was crazy for challenging Braun Breaker to a match, which I totally forgot about. I totally did. But Stone responded by saying that he would do anything for a friend. So Stone will face Breaker next week. This is basically, for me at least, hyping up for his return next week. Von Wagner's coming back.
As you can tell by that limp walk.
By that limp.
His determination over a week, he's going to improve by 1,000% and come out and possibly give Robert Stone the win over
our boy Von Wagner, yo, the superstar, the NXT superstar, the comeback of the year, bro. The comeback of the year, Von Wagner, yo. The visual should be funny as hell, I must say.
It was already funny.
I know that, but just the visual of him with the walker, making his way to you know what we need, bro? We need Von Wagner, right? The bandage on the head, the walker and all, right?
Mm-hmm.
Put him in a tag team with Roderick Strong, yo. The neck braid, the hospital gown.
Well, you're saying WWE release him so he can go over there to AEW. Huh?
No, I'm just saying though, bro. Like that needs to be a tag team in 2K, bro. When we bring back ATP Kingdom, they need to be a tag team, bro. They need to be a fucking tag team.
Or team handicap? That's what you're gonna call them?
No, call them my leg. Oh shit. You know we gotta do. You remember the fish from SpongeBob who was like bandaged up and when I fall, my bones break. Yeah, that's what I think of, bro. I'm fucked. I know. Moving on here. Moving on. We had Shotzi and Scarlett now dressed as you said, Edward Scissorhand and a vampire, and they promoted their new Chamber of Harsh. Their show Chamber of Horror before being interrupted by obviously Diamond Mind. We talked about this earlier. They're hyping up their match. They had to spin the wheel and they're getting the TLS table ladders and scares again the Lothario. So there's that. From there we got the tag team title match of Chase U of Andre Chase and Duke Hudson versus the team of the family of Tony D'Angelo and Channing Stacks Lorenzo.
Yeah, this is a questionable decision, number one.
Obviously, let's get to this. I thought the match was fine.
Yeah, it was a fine match. They did a decent job with the match. No complaints there.
Yeah, they did this whole thing where Andre Chase didn't want to cheat. He had the opportunity. Right. JT Jane threw a monkey wrench, right? It was like a wrench almost, like a
tire iron.
Yeah, there you go, tire iron. That's how manly I am. Holy crap, I don't know my fucking tool names and shit. The fuck is this, right? In the fucking mud. Anywho. He tried to throw him a weapon. I also keep in mind too, Thea Hale was teasing the throwing in the towel. Right? Teasing the throw in the towel. But Chase didn't want to win that way. Mr. Chase didn't want to win it the honorable way. He couldn't see himself cheating. But eventually, what he did not know happened. What he did not want happened actually happened. Right? So JC Jane was literally on the apron, right? And I think it was who was it here? Who was it? Who was it here? Tony D'Angelo hits JC Jane, she falls, and that causes a distraction. The distraction for Chase to roll up Tony D for the 1-2-3. And just like that, and mind you, Andre Chase doesn't know what happened. In his eyes, oh my God, I just rolled him up and I won. I didn't know what happened, right? But we have new tag team champions in Andre Chase. And you know what, bro? I'm happy they finally got their just due because I feel like by now they would have been broken up. I felt like by now, Duke Hudson would have turned on Andre Chase.
Right. It's like because we were looking for that turn down the line, right? We were like, oh, eventually, yeah, they're gonna turn and blah 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 blah. But no, they kept it going. They added the JC Jane stuff, and yeah.
we'll see what happens. But nonetheless, for me, I just think it was more for shock value, more than anything,
Right.
to get people talking, which is the
I
thing.
guess, but it's like, man, it's like all that stuff that you had with that sit down and stuff like that, and you throw it all away for this, and it's like,
Hey, man, you
I
gotta
don't
do
know.
something, bro. I mean, well, but I guess
I don't know. I don't know,
fair.
man. I don't know.
From there, Mike. Let's see here. Let's see.
Off topic, FanDuel has a 100% boost, double your winnings for
Uh,
NBA.
after today, bro. After what happened today in Champions League, in the mud, yeah, in the mud,
Okay, do what you gotta do.
in the mud today. What else happened here, Mike? I'm sorry. That was wonderful information, though, Mike. I appreciate it.
So there you go, use it, you fucking goof.
So after this, we had Nathan Frazier. Nathan Frazier hosted a new edition of the Hard Hitting Truth. He trash talks about the North American champion Dominic Mysterio, and Frazier match for the title on night 2 for Halloween Havoc. I feel like that's going to be one of those sleeper matches for next week, in my opinion. We'll see. J Mac right here, Lex and Dragunov. Whoa. Let's not
That's a little too extra right there.
Too quick, too early, man. Too early for that. Too early. Nevertheless, they also showed a vignette of fans from a vignette showing fans from Ireland talking about NXT Women's Title match between Becky Lynch and obviously the challenger Lyra Valkyria. I mean, I thought that was cool. You want to get that crowd hyped up from home because again, it's the Clash of Ireland, right? So you get let's get the Irish, let's get their opinion on the match, and I thought that was cool, right? We also saw Baron Corbin interviewed by Mackenzie Mitchell, who stated that he tried to do everything to win the triple threat match. After saying that sentence, Mitchell asked Corbin if he attacked Trick Williams, but Corbin stated that he did not do it because he would have done it face to face with Williams. Pause. Corbin said that he only cares about Ilya and the NXT World Championship. I love how they're now calling it the NXT World Championship.
What else are you supposed to call it?
For the whole time, people would call the NXT champion, or the NXT Women's Champion, or but now they're calling it the NXT World Champion. You know,
I like it.
Me too. We'll see where they go with it. From there, Mike, we had the lights out match of Gigi Dolan and Blair Davenport. Mike, what were your thoughts on this lights out match?
I like the concept because this reminded me, rest in peace, good guy, Bray Wyatt, the Mountain Dew pitch black match, because it was
in the dark.
It was dark, but Gigi had the hair that lit up.
Yes.
Also, she came out as Beetlejuice, which is pretty cool. Blair Davenport came out as Pennywise, pretty cool. Pennywise inspired because you had the balloon and the jacket with the balloon on it. It was pretty cool. So yeah, I like the concept. It was okay. For a while, I'm like, man, how can they see? Just a little bit of like, how can they see, with all these weapons and stuff like that. But nonetheless, they put on a pretty decent match.
Yeah. Fair enough. But I thought, for me too, I thought they put a decent match. Again, when I feel like, honestly though, you already had two type of hardcore matches already. This would have been the second one. So it's like, but nevertheless, I was fine with it. So from there, Mike, let's see here. Vic Joseph had a sit-down interview with NXT champion Ilya Dragunov. He talked about moving from Russia to Germany and his child holding his NXT championship, saying that those moments are what motivates him as champion. Dragon told Joseph that he understood that Hayes and he will have another classic, but promised to break Hayes again to retain the title. You see Hayes watching the interview backstage before being interrupted by Shotzi and Scarlett, this time cosplaying as twins from The Shining.
Mm-hmm.
They told Hayes that all signs led to him attacking Trick Williams, but Hayes told them to mess with someone else. Again, I'm really under the impression, bro, Wesley is fucking with Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams.
Could possibly so.
That's I'm under that impression, bro. I'm under that impression. From there, we also, I guess, we're gonna get Vic Joseph interviewing both Carmelo and Ilya ahead of their match of night 2 Halloween Havoc. So there's that too. We also got backstage Tiffany Stratton being interviewed, and then she got interrupted by Fallon Henley, who was dressed up as Tiffany Stratton. So that was funny. From there, we got the second women's breakout tournament. We had Carmen Petrovic versus the winner of the NXT breakout tournament, Lola Vice. Come on now. Come on. I thought this was pretty fun too.
Mm-hmm.
Two women that have like a martial arts background. Right. There's one little hiccup though. I don't know if you caught it or not.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I won't butcher her name. I'm trying to be respectful here.
Mm-hmm.
After all, I do respect women's wrestling, right? Carmen Petrovich. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She went for the discus clothesline.
Mm-hmm.
She spun one way, but used the other hand.
I really didn't catch that the first time.
So I guess she spun this way. So normally when you spin, the way you spin, that's the hand that you.
She spun counterclockwise and used her clockwise hand.
Yes, basically.
Got you.
She thought she was slick with it, but I caught it. Like, come on, what are we doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which again, it happens. Okay, that's why you're there. You're there to learn. But eventually, Lola Vice, that beautiful, luscious,
okay,
mama.
All right, settle. You got to do the rock. Settle down, boy.
That Cuban
easy,
dime,
big
yo.
fella. Easy, big fella. Ooh, easy.
Goodness gracious me, bro. With a roundhouse kick. A la Aleister Black. I wonder whatever happened. To him.
From what I hear, he's been in a black house.
But you get what I mean,
Jacksonville.
Like, but she hit her with that type of kick. Granted, I didn't have the same speed to it or that same but she hit her with a roundhouse kick, and knocked her out for the 1, 2, 3. And then she started doing a little dance. You know what I mean? And she got next to
he started smiling. Look at
this little contract, and then what do you know? Kehlani Jordan comes into the scene, comes into the frame, and we got this beautiful face-off. All you needed was the UFC like weigh-in music in the background, and look at this, yo. 3 beautiful women here, yo. 3 beautiful women.
Jesus, yeah, and a horny little she-devil in the background. That's my type.
Carmelo Hayes is one lucky man, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Carmelo Hayes is one lucky man. But that's gonna be fun. Listen, in all seriousness, though, I'm with you on this one, Mike. As much as I would love to see Lola Vice get the win, I don't think she really needs it.
No, she don't.
But then again,
she has whatever.
However, considering what happened near the end, things might change though. which we'll get into as well.
Sure.
But what were you gonna say, Mike? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was going to say, yeah, because she pretty much has everything that they're looking for already. Even though, yeah, it'll be pretty cool if she does get it. I mean, Kehlani Jordan, she has a future ahead of her. But yeah, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Lola Vice is gonna win this whole thing. Which is great. Which is great. And main event might speak loud in
We'll
that.
see. Yes. So after this, we had Andre Chase and Duke Hudson celebrating their tag team title win backstage. And then they got interrupted by, what do you know, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions of Piper Niven and Chelsea Green, who were cosplaying the Wolf and Red Riding Hood. Basically, all this led to Jane and Hale challenging Green and Niven for the titles next week on night 2 of Halloween Havoc. So there you go, Mike. They're putting in there some main roster names, and after all, it's the women's tag team titles. Again, if you remember, the concept of those titles originally, back when Bayley and Sasha won them, right? They wanted to go to all 3 brands. Remember?
Yeah.
So that's the concept, so which I'm fine with. Hey, put in all 3 brands. I mean, are they going to lose to JC Jane and Thea Hale? No. But nevertheless, it should be a quick little win there for the tag team champions. Anything you want to add to that, Mike?
Well, I said the same thing when with Andre Chase and Duke Hudson, they were going to lose, but I was wrong. So anything is possible in NXT.
Exactly. After this, we saw the Metaphor arguing with a security guard, right? And before Last Legend revealed to Dar a picture of Tozawa with the trophy. Tozawa texted him that if he wanted the trophy to come take it at a haunted house. So likely next week, bro, we're gonna get the cinematic, man, of them in a haunted house, which is fine, bro. It's Halloween Havoc, bro. They do this every year with the whole haunted house and the whole cinematic. If anyone's gonna do it, bro, let be the Metaphor. After all, they were with a Ouija board last night, right? So why not, right? I didn't mean Dragunov versus Dragunov now. I meant a year from now or something.
I don't even think that's happening a year from now.
Maybe 2 years. 2 years. But to be fair, I don't think they're going to touch. But we'll see. From there, Mike, we also got Braun Breaker backstage talking with Carmelo Hayes, while Hayes denied attacking Trick Williams and all that stuff. And Breaker's like, he didn't believe him. Like, he believes that it was Carmelo Hayes. It go back to what I'm saying, bro. Did Melo really do it? Or is somebody trying to fuck with him? I think it's option 2.
Could be right.
Now, if it happens, I'm not taking credit. I saw this on X. I posted a video, and that's where I'm getting it from. So I'm not taking credit for nothing.
It's nice to know that 43 minutes, yeah.
Hey, listen,
I thought that was your opinion.
No, I'm honest, though. I'm honest, Steve. I'm honest.
43 minutes in.
Hey, it is what it is. Better than never. What am I, Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Half a Hogan. You horse Hogan.
Oh, shit. The only
half a Hogan.
The only Hogan I want to see is either Brooke or Linda, respectfully.
I don't want to see neither. Not my type.
Hey, I'm sure they have something left over. But anyway, we had hereafter the main event of the evening. We had Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch for the NXT Women's Championship. Mike, this match was so big.
Pause.
Right? Pause. They had a special guest, bro.
Yeah.
Beautiful Jade
Look
Carter.
at her. Like the queen she is.
Bro, they basically reused the old throne from Lex's King. And here you go.
Hey, Who cares?
Looks
It
better
looks
on her.
better on her anyway. Look at them
Respectfully.
legs. Look
Oh
at
my
them
God.
legs.
Look at them thighs, yo. Like that
Mm.
girl, your hips, your thighs. That's all I know from the song. Like it's like, yo, she.
Mm.
And again, go back to what I'm saying, bro. I don't. And again, we don't want to come off like dicks. This is the final presentation. It's
Steve?
beautiful. It's beautiful.
Oh, okay. I thought you froze.
I'm sorry. I'm just admiring the beautiness of. I'm just admiring the beautiness right now. You know, Brandon
All
Phillip
right.
is one lucky
Yeah.
mother flower, yo.
Yeah. Don't
Yes.
scare me like that again. I was like, what the heck's going on?
I thought, listen, this match, bro, was great. Was it awesome? Oh my God. No, was not. But I thought it was great.
I mean, this match got a lot of this is awesome.
16 minutes. Yes, it did. It did. 16 minutes. Good back and forth. I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought Becky was gonna win this.
I was hoping Becky was going to win this. I mean, I have no interest in Lyra Valkyria anyway. So I thought this was questionable.
I think she's cute, bro. I think
Well,
she's.
I'm not talking about looks. I'm talking about ability.
I guess so, but I hope I'm wrong on this. I feel like Tiffany's getting that belt back. And obviously,
I hope she's getting the belt back.
Tiffany's not beating Becky.
Why not? I mean, she had to get beat to lose it.
You're not gonna have Becky. Granted, it kind of sucks now because oh my God, you had Tiffany Stratton lose to Becky just for Lyra to win. But nevertheless, I'll give Becky Lynch credits, bro. We got to give her flowers, dude. What she did was selfless, dude. Let's be clear here. Did she need to? Did she needed to be there? No. She did not need to be on Tuesday nights. She could have easily been at home with her daughter, right? But yeah, here she is. And with her as champion, granted, it was like, what, 42 days as champion? The people that she faced, Tegan Knox, Indy Hartwell, right? Who else did she face? Tiffany Stratton, Lyra Valkyria. We're seeing the research. We're seeing the reemergence, right, of freaking Xia Li. Where the fuck has she been this whole fucking time?
Mm-hmm.
So her holding that title, there was some good that came with it. I'm not gonna crap on it completely. You know, the way I look at it too, Mike, their women's division is in good hands, bro.
Yeah,
it's in good hands, bro. You know, you look at the people that they have, right? Like you look back over the years, right? At first, it was Sasha, Bailey, Becky, and Charlotte, right? The four horsewomen, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it evolved. It evolved to Athena, Shayna Baszler. You still had Bailey there, right? And then from there, it went to Io Sky, Io Shirai, whatever you want to call her, Bianca Belair, Roxanne, Raquel Rodriguez, Raquel Gonzalez, Rhea Ripley, right? And to now, you have your Tiffany Strattons, your Roxanne Perez's, right? Lyra Valkyria is in the discussion now, obviously. Your Lola Vice. So you're in good hands, bro. They're in good hand. That whole division is in good hands, bro.
All right.
You know? But again, I just hope this isn't that whole transitional thing where let's put the belt back on Tiffany Stratton.
Right.
You know? What was your overall thing? You want to
they got options, I guess. You just pull a positive out of a negative for me. Yeah,
No,
they got options. They got
like I'm
options.
I'm
Yeah.
trying to find a positive in this. Like again,
Yeah,
their
you.
their division is in good hands. That's all I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, man. Shoot, man. It's you got it. You got it.
You know, so there's that. Overall, listen, the show. Let me read the commentary. Yeah, Dakota Kai's another one. Yeah, I remember. Remember her heel turn on Tegan Knox. Yeah, I remember that. Tiffany Stratton should be on the main roster. Yeah, and no, Chris. Yes and no, not right now. I mean, she has the look. She's ready for main roster. Yes. But I do feel like she will be better off with a little bit more time on NXT. I'm not gonna lie to you, Mike. At the end of the match, when they're embracing, right, when Becky hands over the belt to Lyra Valkyria,
Mm-hmm.
for a second there, I thought that someone was gonna come out of her chair.
Oh, Jay Cargill for what?
You never know, like just for something, just to get people to go. Oh. But again, what I feel like the show did, it got people to talk. It got people to discuss. It got people to get a reaction. Then again, every show does that, right?
Right.
But I will say this: NXT as of late has been hitting it out of the park. So I'm happy for that. I'm happy. All right. Night 2 is next Tuesday. You have Melo versus Dragunov number 3. You have the TLS match, table, ladders, and stairs. You're gonna have the Diamond Mind versus the Lotharios, aka the Creed Bros, versus the Lotharios. You're gonna have as well Nathan Frazier versus Dominic Mysterio. You're gonna have as well the finals of the women's breakout tournament in Kaylani Jordan and Lola Vice. You're also gonna have that haunted house with Tosawa and the Metaphor. Overall, it's looking to be a very good show, man.
Yeah, second week, I guess, not night. Second week.
Second week.
It's shaping up to be pretty decent.
Yes. But let us know your thoughts in the comment threads in case you guys have missed it. On Monday, myself and Big Mike, we were live with Steve's Kitchen. We talked about the return of TNA. Adrenaline rush now. Adrenaline rush now. That's going to be it for us, guys. You guys can follow the Around the Point Network on X at AT Point Network. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media. Hit that bell notification. You'll be notified when we go live almost every day. We'll be live tomorrow with SAD, something about Dynamite. All right. Women's Tag Team Championship. All right. That's that. Okay. Yeah. All righty. Big Mike, let them know where can they check you out, man.
You check me out on X at Detroit Gamer 313. Also here every single stream on the Around the Point Network.
And with that being said, guys, thank you all for tuning in. For myself, for Big Mike, this has been Let's Talk NXT here on the Around the Point Network. We're out of here. See you all tomorrow for SAD. Something about Dynamite. The big question is, though, AEW is bringing in Okada to Philadelphia. Will that give them a milli? We will find out. See you all tomorrow on SAD here on the Around the Point Network.